Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again, following the set. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
15.
They're going for it with Mahomes. Throw is caught by the back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. Another throw for Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll go back to Pacheco on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 29. Has a man, it's Brown. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57, 57.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow. Attack.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Trying for the deep ball. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Chiefs get the football back at the 19-yard line. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Yellow.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 23, he's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. That one hits for 30. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Chiefs with the football. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Yellow. Attack. Yellow. Return.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yellow.
Mahomes. Chased out to his right. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, yellow, go gun. Yellow.
From the 32. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what'd they tell us yesterday in those
This one to Brown. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
15.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he's out of bounds on a nice return, but time's run out. We're headed to the break. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Turpin with a return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like 10, 26.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
Easy.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a give left side to Pacheco. He spins right by him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Space to the left. And he's taken down just in time at the 2.
We're good.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, 57, yellow.
First down from the red zone. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Ready, take! Ready, take! Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Sweat, hey! Wait, take!
Dak now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yeah! Hey, 47!
Throwing again is Dak. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This one will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and a lengthy return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Hey, 57, 57.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mahomes on first and 10. That pass is complete to Kelsey. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're... Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Like, take! Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill! 46.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yellow! Hey, 43! Hey, 57!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, kill. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Yeah. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 54, wide 80. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, wide 80. 26.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here.
For the 2-point conversion.
26.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
26, Cowboys 13.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Right back to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They send a tight end in motion.
Yellow.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier. We can on the offense to
play call
on those early downs.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Chiefs in a good spot, up by 13. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Yellow.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yeah, here we go. What I said. Here we go, 47. Good.
They've got a man in motion.
Hey, 47. What I said.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! Here we go, 46.
Prescott here from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he'll get in, and they'll get a little closer as a result. The lead down to 13 now.
Well, he sensed it was the right time to be aggressive and go for it. You know, such a boost for a team when you could follow up a touchdown by outplaying the defense and adding an extra 2.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Trying to set this up quick.
Rip. Attack.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. Along the sideline inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. They've got to keep moving quick here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Pacheco gets it from the gun. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. It's Pacheco on third. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up fourth down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work and...
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from South Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's Achane. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Ready.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, here's Tua. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Prescott now. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah, ready. Out.
On the ground is Achane. He'll work forward for a couple. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
On the carry, here's Achane. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Third and 5.
All right.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets that complete to Berrios. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
36 there.
Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catcher.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that,
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want them to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Bullshit, man.
Through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
A huge play just before the half. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cooks going in motion. 2nd down, Prescott. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
26. Here we go, 47. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Turbo 3, turbo 3. Hey.
Play action. Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Turbo 1 hard, turbo 1 hard. Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Long. 20, TX.
Tua going to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. Second and 7. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. Play fake. Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. Second and 10. In motion, Lamb. On second down, it's Dak.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Motion man set right. On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That is Ferguson in motion. On 4th down, they snap it to Dak. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. What a big play on 4th and 10. 35 yards. Cooks going in motion. On play action. Here's Dak. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. They'll throw again. Dak. This one is caught by Turpin.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can probably...
That one, take it in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. Yeah. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
kill, kill, kill.
Cooks going in motion. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to air this one out. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
That ties the game at 14.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Washington now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
A run on first and goal. And he will dive into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
All right, come on. Solo left Zion.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Watch and Oscar, watch, right.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll run with Achane. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now they face third down and 7.
21G.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
The kicker on
Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down.
Ready. Watson, Oscar. Hey! Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Man in motion is Barrios.
Out.
Now a first down throw for Tua. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some it ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Tell me honestly, if you practiced honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie and say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I want a confession. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie and say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Make it go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get him. Me, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Eat that, eat that, eat that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
This really happened for me, and emotion and the joy and excitement of a guy reaching his goals. You never could be so happy for a person.
Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about. I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some got baptized. Guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe. Bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to. Why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me? God, I need answers. Why a young straight out Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops trying to jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me? God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get counseled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safest to hamper. Yeah, my a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta. If it's me or you, he got five, lighter fluid. Gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah. Be crazy, be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your VO for Virgil, exclusive Louis. I hit a Ewing, it's hitting and glisten the movies. If it's smoke at the door, then I'm tending to it. Watch when I step here, come my belt. Angel on my shoulder, but the devil on the left. I got a meal, not a meal for myself. I do it alone, I own myself. Stay home for you, don't get playing dirty here below my belt. I'ma get the bad, do the show myself. I had to show myself. Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about. I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way.
I filled up the crib with cars, the halls with all in all. I'm still having space. Got a particular taste, picky eater, I guess. But I'm some stuff in my face. She got a natural rap like a natural do like the she don't like. I was outside of the building, I'm on in the spot when it be there, you gotta have faith. I'm in a minute, I said ever since we lost bro, it ain't really much more I could take. 10 when it's late. Mama told me to pray. I do that cause you know I can play. You felt the feel up for real. We got rides in the back, but you know we ain't coming to play. You be up playing the States, I be up playing abroad with the mates.
Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, so it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the tossing. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rim. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm gone. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Grew for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God.
way harder. I feel like a starter. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, you got veins. I respect whole veins, tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the pay out the pay out. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The big watch the women. Gon' meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, a sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
Here we go again. You ready? Yeah. Money talks, what the is he saying? You can ask his and ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the steppin' like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go get some money, they playin'. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be, to this week. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I the 6 feet deep. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. ocean blue water. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues. Hey, let's go, 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 let's go.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, I had to serve. Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the, then I gave my the new coupe. Either you running. Got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. Ain't on that now, who knew? I put the new 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on both. I put it in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga. Tryna get a dojo like a sensei. Rolls Royce umbrellas when I'm in the rain. I just mind my business. I got brothers that did the time, I ain't kidding. All these rappers just talk about it, I live it. Going up, I ain't got no sky limit. Yeah, 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been ballin'. That's why we ball on it. Hey, that's why we ball on it. Yeah. That's why we ball on it. That's why we ball on it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal, turned up to the max. I'm finna break down, flow water. Big trip, boy, this a great cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for, hold on now, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White someday, maybe you can have your way. Right now, just not the time. Some things a man just got to do. I wish you could change my mind. If you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for, hold on tight, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White If you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for, hold on tight, girl, I ain't there. If you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for, hold on tight, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me.